This is Pete from FMI Enterprises. I'm an auto dealer here in Southern California, and today I have for you a beautiful 2003 Porsche Boxster S. Car is in very nice condition. It has 68,000 original miles. It's a one-owner car. I've got full service records on it from day one. It's had a 60,000 mile service, a major service on it with the serpentine belt, spark plugs. It's had a oil change since I've owned it, inspected. It's got all kinds of stuff done to it, suspension wise, just maintenance things, inner tie rods. It's got recent brake pads all around, rotors. I've got receipts for it all. Convertible top. I just had the gears replaced in the rear. Top goes up and down perfectly. Both windows work excellent. The keyless entry with alarm works. It's got a nice set of tires on it, and it's a great looking car. Not to mention it has a clear CarFax here. 2003 Boxster S. Shows no accidents reported to CarFax. And so I'm going to walk around and do a condition report on it and let you know what I see here in person. So first off, like I said, the car looks great, and it does in person, and as well as in the pictures and the camera, I'm sure. So starting off with the front bumper cover. Front bumper cover looks excellent. It had a little gouge in the corner here, so I had the whole front bumper cover painted. It looks brand new, and it looks excellent. Underneath as well, looks very nice. It's wet from washing it, but it looks excellent. The hood looks excellent. It's got two little chips in it just from normal driving, a couple tiny little ones, but I mean overall I think it looks very good. The headlights both look excellent, just polished out. They look very nice. The emblem, nice and clean, nice and bright. The right front fender looks excellent. It's got a little Audi ding right there on the door of the gas door, but really that's the only thing that's really stands out. A little scratch right there on the edge of the mirror. The rest of the door looks very good. The right rear quarter, nice and clean. The clamshell here behind the convertible top, nice and clean. The rear deck looks good. The rear bumper cover looks excellent. It's got the stock exhaust back there. As you can see, current California registration, November 2019. Both the tail lenses look excellent. This one as well. Left rear quarter looks excellent. The driver's side door looks excellent. No dings in it. Nice and straight body line all up and down this car. Looks very good. You notice a little bit of waviness on the rear trunk cover there, but it's hardly noticeable, but I did want to point it out. Third brake light looks excellent. The emblem here looks very good. This is a 03. Of course, it has the glass rear window, so no fogged up cruddy plastic windows to worry about, and that's a big plus. The convertible top is in excellent shape, no rips or tears. Super nice. Material is in excellent shape, no stains. It goes up and down perfectly. As I said, I had the gearboxes rebuilt with the plastic gears. I had the new ones replaced on both sides. Anyway, continuing on with the paint and the body, the left front fender looks excellent, and that's pretty much it. Paint body wise, I think it's about a 9 out of a 10. I mean, it looks very nice. A couple little little nick right there in the mirror, but really nice looking car. So the tires and wheels look very good. A couple little spots of where, you know, maybe it rubbed up on the curb, but not too bad. It's a good looking wheel. The pads up front look pretty much new, probably about 80–90%. And the tire is a Pirelli P0 up front. And the tire, I'd say that tire is probably about 90% there. Okay, so ton of tread there. Matching here on the passenger side. The side's got some rash as well. Pretty good gouge out of that wheel, but this is the curb side, so a couple small spots, or medium spots. Tire in great shape as well. See underneath the car, nice and clean. No rust. It's a California car. The rear tires are Falcon tires, and they are in good shape. I'd say probably about 50–60% remaining on the rears, and they look very good. The right rear wheel, decent shape with a little couple spots of rash on it. Left rear wheel, again, some spots of rash. So previous owner, maybe they weren't super careful with parking and whatnot, but it is what it is at this point. It's a good looking car, and that's pretty much it for the exterior. So the interior is very nice. I've got the stack of service records right there from when this car was brand new, including the original purchase invoice, and it's pretty complete service history. You can see the seats, the leather's nice and soft, and no rips or tears in the material. Looks very good. Carpeting, very good shape, no holes in it. And underneath here looks excellent. You can see I've got photos of the carpeting. Looks pretty much brand new. Under there, passenger side as well, looks excellent. You can see I've got photos. Looks perfect. So passenger seat looks excellent. Nice and soft. The leather, there's no damage, water damage or anything. Looks excellent. The door panels on both sides, great shape. The armrest, the dash looks excellent. The driver's side door panel looks very good, very clean. I mean, consistent with the mileage. It only has 68,000 miles, so you're going to get a couple little scratches here and there in the interior, but I mean overall it's super clean. Car doesn't have any smells. Non-smoker car. Steering wheel nice and clean. It's got Tiptronic as well. It's an automatic, so they all have Tiptronic shifting. Steering wheel's in nice shape. Got the factory radio here. It's also got a Bluetooth system integrated into the original stereo system, which is nice. I always prefer to have an original stereo, preferred over aftermarket. The keyless entry works with the alarm. The car starts up and runs very well. AC's on right now, blowing cold, and that blows nice and cold. Radio sounds good. And what's cool about the stereo system is it's got the aftermarket, or not the aftermarket, but the factory Bose speaker shelf here with the I believe that's a subwoofer in the middle, horn, and you've got the tweeters here. But it sounds great, and it's a major plus to the car. I think, in my opinion, I think it makes the stereo sound amazing. They all don't come with this. That's extra. So good options. The rear of the seats, excellent shape. Let's see. It's got power backrest on the seats as well, and the forward and back, which all works. So that's good. The trunk, nice and clean. The struts are a bit weak, holding the trunk up. But the carpeting, everything in here looks good. I just had a wash, so it's a bit wet. I got the magazine right there for the CD changer up front. And inside the front here, looks good. It's clean. As you can see, there's some soap and water, so it is pretty clean. I just washed it and didn't wipe it down in here, but you can see spare tires there with the jack and the accessories and all that stuff. It's nice and clean. The photos, you can see where I had it all wiped down and took the photos, but the color code is L92U right there. And the struts under the hood are a bit weak as well, so probably needs some struts to hold the hood and the trunk up. I've got the AC on right now. It's blowing ice cold. I'm going to shut that off. Engine's on right now, and it sounds great. I want to talk about the CarFax and whatnot. So the CarFax does show some damage right here, as well as no accidents. I've got a repair order in there. I'll show you for the whatever was done on that damage report. Anyway, I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But I've got all the service records right here down the line, Woodland Hills, California, and all the mileage adds up and everything on the CarFax, which is good. Big O Tires was the main servicer of this car. And like I said, I've got service records from the original owner. I've got the original purchase invoice right here showing 30 miles, and this I believe is the original owner here on this invoice, of course, with 30 miles. So I've got, battery invoices. Then I've got all these Big O Tires invoices that this is obviously where it was serviced. And it's got all the stuff, left front brakes, sensors, and all the stuff done at 67,000 miles, ABS sensors, left, right, reset system. And I could go through this, but I'm not going to do this whole thing. But it's 60,000 miles right there. You can see it had the major service done on it, the major service done, and they paid $2,000. Inspect tires, Mobil 1. I had the oil change though a month ago, and I haven't even driven it. Cabin filter, spark plug, serpentine belt, oil filter, front brake pads, replace brake pads and sensors, rear brake pads and sensors. That was 8,000 miles ago. And so anyway, the car hasn't been driven a whole lot in its life with these kinds of miles. It just, they don't get driven a whole lot. And here's the system for the Bluetooth as well. The invoice, anyway. I guess that's $350 to install this Bluetooth system. And then I've just got, many more invoices here from Big O. Battery, charging system, cabin filter, wiper blades, service. Here I've got a water pump replacement, engine oil filter. Looks like they use synthetic oil all along. Fuel door hardware, replace fuel door hardware. Battery, fuel level sending unit. Going down the line here. This is I believe this is a couple tires installed. Tire protection plan. And service as well. Continental Sport. Contra Contact tires. Valve stems, nitrogen fill. Falcon tires here. The Falcons, it shows 55,000 miles on those. I believe those are the rear tires. And now it has 68,000 miles, so that's 13,000 miles in those tires on the rear. And more service. Check right rear. Left inner tie rod. Front brake rotors at 45,000 miles. Alignment. So you got a pretty good service history. And like I said, it shows on the CarFax damage to left rear. Now the back of the car looks perfect. It looks very good. The service company that did that was like an insurance type claim, and looks like they, as the insurance companies always do, overcharge the customer, and they replaced the rear bumper, and I think they replaced the rear deck lid. The total was way over, I think, probably what the job was worth, but it's like $6,000 something dollars. So, but that's just how insurance claims are. They make the most money. I can't seem to flip this thing to the very end, but yeah, $6,800, and it looks like they replaced the rear bumper cover and maybe replaced the rear deck lid. So anyway, car drives great, runs and drives great. Put it in drive and take a quick ride here. Gonna turn the AC back on since it's getting warm. And the convertible top, while we're stopped, show how this works. Okay, so that goes down very well. Goes up just as well. And I didn't even talk about the condition of the rest of the interior, but the center console, all this stuff, the shifter looks excellent. The e-brake handle, the leather looks excellent on it. The armrest, plastic, all looks really nice, very well cared for. Both windows go up and down, no problem. And here we go on a ride, and the car drives excellent. It's the Boxster S. It's got, I believe, 250 horsepower. Hope I'm not mistaken, but it's the Boxster S, so we've got more power to play with compared to the standard Boxster. And it's a real smooth driving car. Runs and drives great. I've got no check engine lights on the dash. Windshield is clear, no cracks in the windshield. What else could I say about it? All the signals work. So one thing that's a little bit weird is that when you push the car into drive, the little handle doesn't pop back up to lock it in its place. So you have to be a little bit careful with that. But other than that, it works fine. It pops up when you put it in park. It just doesn't go there when you put it into reverse or drive. So you have to be aware of that. But other than that, it works just fine. Glove box is clean. I've got the owner's manual right here. Comes with it. There's one more receipt flopping around in there. And that's it. Put the top up. It's got the wind blocker right there in the middle of the roll bar area. Okay, put this up here. Both windows go up, no problem. So that's it. I think I covered just about everything. And it's a good running car. It's 68,060 is the miles. And I've had it inspected. And it's a nice car. Clean smelling inside, no smells. Sorry about the long video. But I did want to put everything out there. All right. Thank you very much. Give me a call if you have any questions. Bye.